Bigger plane. Oh, yeah, I heard that. What's up?
It's a long trip back to Philadelphia.
Huh?
It's a long trip back to Philadelphia.
I know.
Big result in the balance.
Say it one more time.
Big result in the balance because of how long that flight is. Back to
Yeah, the
Baltimore.
flight is really, really, really long. But the flight back will be really, really good if everything goes according to plan.
Well, according to Pete, Ugo will likely see more playing time on defense. What have you seen from him this year?
I think he's been having limited opportunities at nickel, obviously. But, you know, when you watch him at practice, he's very focused. But you watch the plays that he makes on special teams and how he stands out. You know, he's a guy that loves to get to the ball, finds a way to get to the ball. And, you know, as a rookie, when you come in, you understand that your job may not be what you want right away. So you have to figure out how you can make plays on the team. And I feel like, you know, he's done a great job. The special teams always, you know, he seems to be always the first person down there on the special teams, making a tackle or doing something like that. So I definitely feel like he's going to find a way to be productive. Go ahead. You go.
He told us in training camp that he tried to model his style of play after watching the Legion of Boom in this defense over the last few years. Can you tell that from the way that he either studies or approaches tackling or defense?
Yeah, you definitely tell by how he approaches tackling, how he talks trash. You know, it's a little bit of everything. So, you know, but we didn't do that, you know, back in the day. So we didn't have nobody that talked any trash. So we were very polite and very kind to our opponents. So I think that's what he was talking about, being polite and kind to your opponents.
How do you spend your bye week in year 8, and is that any different than you did early in your career?
I think you just appreciate the time off. I think earlier it was just kind of like you want to go back to your high school, you want to go back to, you know, try to see family. Now you just relax and you don't do anything. But I went to New York, so I guess that defeats the purpose of not doing anything. I did have my feet up though, so that's good.
What did you do there?
I had to deal with Forbes, so.
Sunday you expect to be turning around, helping Amati quite a bit, and directing him around more than normal nickel day.
You said I turn around and directing?
Helping, yeah.
I feel like I help every play, so it wouldn't be anything out of the norm. It's just communication. It's the one guy that I have to make sure my communication is heard to him, but I don't think it's going to be any different than what I'm normally doing.
Are you cool with the bravado of a rookie who talks trash without ever playing in the league?
Nah, he don't talk trash to me. Yeah, he can talk trash to the opponent all he wants. Just, you know, don't direct it towards me. We have 3 timeouts, and I will use them. So.
He talked about the safety play being maybe the best it's been this year. When those guys are back there hitting like they were, what can that do for the whole defense?
It just opens up a lot of things for us. Allows us to play different coverages. It makes life easier on the D-line. And so when you got guys coming down, even in the run game, you know, coming down and making tackles and, you know, making life easy for everybody. And then finishing the playoff, you know, some big hits. And, you know, I felt like, you know, you watch sometimes those hits make the receivers not want to catch the ball as much. So I think it, you know, works hand in hand, you know, helps the front, helps us, and, you know, gives us a lot of energy when they make those big hits.
How and why was the defense's production against the 49ers so different? What was the biggest? Was it just Clowney or?
I think it was a little bit of everything. I felt like the D-line was in the backfield the whole game. Clowney having the game that he having obviously affected the way they threw the ball. The safeties coming down, hitting, coming down, being part of the run fit. You know, us kind of getting everybody lined up, playing downhill. I think it was a combination of us coming together and understanding what we were going to face and, you know, stepping up to the challenge. You know, we felt like going into the game, there was a lot of talk about their defense, and so we wanted to be the best defense on the field that day.
Like Amati, have you seen a similar growth from Shaquem, particularly at that spot, and trying to be an edge rusher?
Yeah, Shaquem's always shown the speed and shown you know, the ability to get to the quarterback. And when we watched him practice, it was, you know, it was amazing the way he was, you know, his get off and his turn and the way he was getting to the quarterback. And then after that, when you don't get to the quarterback throws the ball. You guys watch the film, you know, him coming out of the stack and, you know, trying to make a play 10 yards downfield. It's just, you know, you notice his energy, you notice his effort, and, you know, I felt like he's just been growing and growing. He's another guy that, you know, because of myself and KJ, he hasn't necessarily had the opportunity to play linebacker as much, but he's found different ways to play, whether it's special teams and now being a part of the D-line. So I think it's going to be fun for him.
You've seen a defensive lineman that small before?
Huh?
You've seen a defensive lineman that small before?
I have at Utah State. I think my nose guard was like a $185.
He said even going to D-line meetings, you and KJ were keeping him in line, making sure he was up on his linebacker stuff. You gave him a hard time about going to another.
Yeah, 100%. We try to make sure that just because he a D-lineman or going to D-line meetings, he think he can miss our meetings that we have. So he's still getting those texts. He still got to wake his little butt up. And, you know, he got to do both. He got to do it all. I mean, play football for a living, so he going to be in every meeting room.
What do you think of his cleats?
Okay. I wish I had a pair. No, they're dope. I was giving a trash about it before. You know, I think it's amazing for, you know, he's been such an inspiration the moment he came into the league, and to watch him, you know, grow as a person, have a book that you guys should still go get, you know, have a cleat that can help not only him but other people around him, you know, is special, and I hope I get a pair.
How did you see him handle? You mentioned that he's kind of had to wait for his playing time and stuff like that. How have you seen him handle that?
He's been positive. You know, I think, you know, everybody's had to wait their turn, per se. Some people have been longer than others, and, you know, it's just, you know, you have to be ready for your opportunity. I feel like he still prepares every single week like he's going to play. I feel like you said, he's found different ways to, you know, make plays on his team while waiting for his opportunity. And so I feel like he's been really, really positive, and he makes the most of his opportunities, as you've seen in the game.
Anything else?
Good.
Thanks, Bob.